Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Griefdrums, and welcome back to another episode of What Was He Thinking? Now, this is a video series in which I basically go over some of the rounds that I have played and break down what happened in that round and why I did what I did in the hope of assisting other players. By breaking down the rounds, you can hopefully learn from where I went right and where I went wrong, so you can incorporate it into your own game. As I feel by doing this, it's a really good way to learn where your mistakes are in your game. Certainly on Rainbow, every little detail can make the difference between winning and losing a round. So without any further ado, let's jump straight in. We're on Chalet, and following some suggestions I got from a recent video in this series, I'm just going to let the clip play out so you can see what happened before I break it down.
The diffuser has been recovered.
That's very risky.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Right, straight for it. You ready?
Wait.
Yeah. Putting a claymore for you. Which side do we want opening? Just left.
Whatever we can get. Nitro.
Left.
Ooh.
It's fine. Left.
You go for the one side, I'll go for the other.
I
got a shock wire. I'm out. Shit. Okay.
Okay, don't put your other one up. Yeah, we need something there. A grenade or a Sophia.
Let me go upstairs and try and do it from above.
Need you there.
If he is pushing in downstairs over it.
No.
Good stuff.
You got any more Hibana charges?
Yes, 2. You want me to
Fire at the
one?
light. Yeah,
Yep.
a bit. Still there, like, I think.
No.
Okay, that's open.
Can't even get in there.
We need to do the bottom bit as well now. Left behind, man. It's going to do the bottom of the door.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh, that's mirror windows open. Careful.
Oh, we've been screwed it. We've cocked it up.
Oh, God.
In the corner on the left side.
I got him.
Nice.
Fucking
Okay.
stupid bitch.
Oh, there's still one on the left, bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, I'm beating.
Mirrors down, there's one left. Okay. Bottom of the stairs. B-bomb.
He's just gone through. He's gone through connector.
Okay. Goof is
Okay.
watching the other side.
Okay, I'm coming in. I've been spotted. Oh, shit.
Oh shit, I'm dead from the back wire.
Oh no, he's connector.
I got him.
I got him.
I was so
As you can clearly see, this round was a little bit of a cluster for the most part. I mean, it wasn't a particularly slick round, and it wasn't a majorly high fragging round on my part, but nevertheless, I feel like it really does break down exactly the kind of player you should be when you're playing as Thatcher, in my personal opinion. The round itself, when we start off, I'm obviously droning around, and my initial intention is to check out the car garage, because I like to push from the car garage so that you've got sort of a pincer thing going on the guys downstairs. We know that they're downstairs because someone else has used their drone, and I've pretty much said to the guys, keep your drones alive at this point. We don't want to waste any more than we already have. We can utilise those. Now, as Thatcher, your main role, your main job is to assist in getting that wall open. That should be the first thing. Before you get fragged, before you die, help get the wall open by using your utility. I come over and I ask Rogue, are you ready? Let's do it. Let's just open it now before they get set up on the inside properly. And we get very, very lucky by the fact that a Nitro has come flying out over the top and not actually killed any of us. With this in mind, you really should have someone watching those stairs in the main fireplace hall, purely because of the fact this is such a common thing and a common strat to happen, certainly around the gold level. Following the deployment of my 3 EMPs, neither Hibana nor Thermite could get the wall open, but my utility there is now gone. I have nothing left to offer at that main wall. I can't do anything as Thatcher. So I decide to rotate off and come up towards the backyard patio and up towards the office area. Now, my intention with this is once your utility is gone, you become a fragger. That is purely it. Now, we've got to find another way to get through that wall. So I come upstairs. I know someone has thrown a nitro over here, so they might still be around. Luckily, I managed to get Valkyrie. Because she threw it off those stairs, I was waiting for her. Luckily, she didn't actually look my direction. And then I start shooting down through the floor just here. Now, for those of you that may be new to the game or your map knowledge isn't exactly up to par, the reason I'm doing this is because this roof looks down onto where Bandit, and now we know Pulse, because I got a cardiac sensor with one of my EMPs, are both situated behind this wall. You could potentially get a lucky frag. At the very least, I'm going to apply pressure down onto this. And if I can open up the roof just a little bit, although Thatcher is not ideal for doing so, I may be able to get one of the batteries and stop this bandit tricking. One of the things you do have to be really careful of when you're doing this, certainly the fact that I'm on my own, is taking out the cameras and also paying attention to what is going on around you. So you may notice that what I'm doing is I'm piling a load of bullets into the floor to try and get them, and then I'm stopping and I'm listening to my environment to see if I'm getting flanked, and then I go and continue again to open up the floor even more. And I've now got a line of sight all the way down there. At this point, the wall becomes open. They manage to get it because it's forced Bandit away. I start rotating down the stairs because my job there is done, and I hear Pulse directly below me. Now, that is a battle I do not want to take. He's got far more information than me. I'm instead going to rotate. And by coming round to the main stairs and the west main, I meet Zofia over here, who's obviously been into a gunfight with someone else, and decides to put a claymore down to stop any rotation that happens. Zofia's pushing in, gets fragged by Mira, and I am there to refrag. Now, at this point, Mira has come out to get the injured Zofia. That was the main reason she stuck her head out, and it's kind of obvious that she's going to do that and be greedy. After fragging her, I push in, and I get the call that Pulse is in connector. In fact, I think Rob said Pulse is going through, but I've played with him that much that I know exactly what that means. So I hold an angle for a little while, and as they go in, Rob then goes down, because his health is so low, to electrified barbed wire. So I push forward, knowing that Pulse is probably likely to peek in this situation to get the kill, and he would have caught both Rogue and Rob out, as I think Rogue was trying to res him. Now, this round itself, like I said, is not a particularly high fragging round, but it's a lot of trading kills and showing the utility of Thatcher. Once it's gone, you are not useless. There is still ways to affect the game, ways to influence the game, but you just need to be quick thinking and move on. Don't just stand at the wall waiting for other people to try and do some stuff. Don't try and just look through drone holes for frags that you're realistically not going to get on that wall. Think about it, think outside the box, rotate, and see how you can influence your team in a slightly different way. Other than that, I think the main things to take away from this is paying attention to refragging. Now, I'm essentially using Zofia as a drone here. I know that Mira's going to peek out, and I know she's going to come back out here to try and get that injured kill, because Zofia can pick herself up. So by holding this angle and refragging and retrading, I attempt to support her as best I can. Unfortunately, Zofia does die, but we've managed to trade that kill. If you're on your own, you can't really do that. So try and push in as minimum pairs. A team of 2 and a team of 3, or 2 teams of 2 and 1 solo player if there's no cav, can usually be pretty effective. If you are attacking the garage downstairs, or the snowmobile garage, whatever you want to call it, post someone just here, opening up this window and applying pressure on the fireplace stairs. On this particular occasion, I just pre-fired it as I'm going past to try and do something else. But that nitro, we would have got the kill on Valkyrie, or she wouldn't have been able to do it had we had someone posted here watching these stairs at the beginning of the round. That should really be someone's job straight away from the off at the beginning of the round. Hopefully this helps you in some way, shape or form. If you enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up, and if you don't already, make sure to subscribe. If you like watching this sort of a post-round breakdown, I attempt to do it as much as I can when I'm live streaming. So if you want to come and check that out, I'm on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays from 7:30 UK time. But until next time, guys, stay reckless and relentless.